Catching up with Taylor women's cross country head coach Quinn White to look back at the 2019 season for he and the Trojans. What do you think about 2019?
2019 was a very unique, special year. I think one of the neatest things was combining the programs, the men and the women together, and just feeding off each other and supporting each other. So, really cool year.
The women win their 7th straight Crossroads League championship. What was different from the previous 6?
This was tough. We knew that Indiana Wesleyan was running very strong, and Huntington has been having a really good season. We knew we would have to run well to be able to pull this one off, and it was close the whole way. So, the last couple of years it's been a little bit easier, still a challenge, but this year was a battle, but it was fun.
6th place finish at the national meet, just off the podium, but what led to some strong performances for your runners?
Well, first of all, Sarah Harden brought it. And, it was her best time of the season. She went, up near the front from the beginning. She pretty much ran in that top 5 the whole way, and she was grinding. I mean, it was not a pretty race. It's a challenging course, and when I say challenging, I mean because of the turns and the little hills, you just can't get in a rhythm. And she brought it, and I was so proud of her. And then Livy Schroeder, Livy got out really strong at the beginning, and then something happened, and they gobbled her up. And she had to work herself through. I mean, she was way back in the 50s, and she gradually just kept going. I could see that she looked good. I could see that she felt good. And as the race progressed, I could see her moving up, and then she finished, in the upper 20s, earned All-American for her first time. But it's the second time now that we've had 2 All-Americans at the national meet, and that's pretty neat.
We talked about it with the guys, but your team, the women finishing in 6th, obviously Sarah and Livy up the front, All-Americans, they were great, no doubt. But the depth has to help you guys to finish 6th, right? Yeah,
the depth was real important. And the ladies program right now, there's our top 8. You don't know who's going to be number 3. You don't know who's going to be number 8. And it was really difficult having our 8th runner not able to run, but she handled that very well. But then so 3 through 7, I did not know who would be 3rd. I did not know who would be 7th, and they worked together when they could and just battled throughout the race. And if you see some of the footage, there are a lot of runners out there, and there are people finishing literally every second, or multiple people every second. And I just liked the impact that the ladies had.
The other special thing that end of the day, you combine the women's finish at 6th, the men's finish in 2nd, and Taylor University finishes in 2nd place in the combined programs out at the national meet. You've been so ingrained with Taylor cross country from your time as a runner here to the longtime coach of the women's program, now the first-year coach of the men's program. How special is that to kind of sit back, maybe on the plane ride home or later in the day, and just kind of go, wow, we finished as the 2nd best men's and women's cross country program in the nation?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. When we arrived at camp, and we had both men and women together, we wanted genuine unity. And one of the goals that we had was, let's try to get on the podium as a combined team. We didn't know how realistic it was, but it was a genuine goal. And as the season progressed, we could see that might just happen, and we really got hungry for it. When we went out there, we weren't trying to focus on, hey, podium. We just ran our races. Men ran their race, women ran their race, and then they put it together, and we were 2nd. And I just think that says a lot about the university, about the program that they've let me build and they've let Lance build. Coach Vanderberg was a big part of this, and we don't want to forget that. But to be able to build these programs, to put it together, 2nd best program in the nation is pretty sweet.
No rest for the weary, right? The ladies are already getting ready for the indoor track and field season.
Yes, they're out there running in this nice cold weather. They'll probably be excited when they can get inside to actually run on the indoor track a little bit, but they're doing their long mileage and things to prepare them for indoor right now.
Quinn, congrats on a great year. Merry Christmas, and best of luck with the indoor track and field season.
Thank you, Rick, and Merry Christmas to you.
That is Quinn White, the Taylor Women's Cross Country head coach, joining me today to stay up to date with everything Taylor Women's Cross Country. Just log on to TaylorTrojans.com.